All right, so hi guys, this is going to be the craft talk on stage directions. So stage directions, for a little bit of background information with plays, it's a lot more limited when it comes to description on your part as the playwriter. A lot of the script leaves a ton of room for interpretation by the directors and actors of your play. So really, stage directions are the main way of how you are going to get kind of your message across. So we can just jump right into it. So let's start with our characters. At the beginning of your play, you'll need to make a list of all of the characters in your play, every single one, and give a short description of each. I would personally avoid using too many physical descriptors, so the role is more open to many types of actors. Usually, if the physical description has something to do with a character's personality, however, then I think it's good to include it, like glasses and a sweater vest for a stereotypically smart character, maybe like tattoos and a lot of muscles for a tougher character. You do need to explain their personality and importance to the play in 1 to 2 sentences as well, such as Julia Watson, teacher of the youngest writers workshop who wears glasses. So, pretty quick and simple. Then you're going to divide your play into acts. I want you all to think of acts like sections of a book. You could have a part 1, part 2, and part 3 of a book. And then your scenes are like your chapters. It works a little bit differently in that the scene of your play needs to stay in the same setting, same location. Think about it. If you have to change the setting mid-scene, it becomes hard to actually accomplish and interpret it on stage. So each of your scenes starts and ends with a setting change. That's why I encourage you to reduce the amount of setting changes. Just keep in mind what would be easiest to accomplish on stage. And then in each scene, because it's based around setting, you need to give a decent setting explanation before you write the lines. This is where you can be a little bit more descriptive, such as the curtain opens on a quiet beach town in a local seafood restaurant. The restaurant is an open space with round tables and windows that look onto the beach. So there I gave not too much description, but enough that the director of the play has enough to work with and interpret as he or she's fit. Then you need to give your characters actual stage directions. On the formatting assignment for today, you'll see the proper way to write these. But these are the physical movements of the character. So you could have them sigh really loudly and sit on the floor with their head in their hands if they feel defeated. Even laughing needs to be indicated in the stage directions. Whatever your character does that is not speaking, put it in the stage directions. And then when it comes to physical movement of your characters around the stage, there are specific terms you must use. So I'm going to pull up real quick a visual aid right here to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to share screen. I'm getting good at this whole sharing screen thing, you guys. All right, so what you see here are these sections of a stage. So let's say you want your character standing smack in the middle. That says center stage. So you can use either C or you can put character stands center stage. And then what you see down here is the audience. So this is all based on what the audience sees physically from their point of view. So the closer that is to the audience, that's downstage. You can have downstage center, and then you have downstage left, downstage right. Then stage left, stage right, it's a flipperoo, right? And then upstage. It's a little bit confusing, but these are the actual terms that are used in a play, and these are like time tested and true. Every single play has these kind of physical notions of where characters need to stand. So you have to use these vocabulary or this vocabulary when you're making it, making your stage directions for your students. So downstage is closest to the audience, upstage. And then when it comes to right and left, think about the actor. The actor is going to be kind of flipped around. So this is going to be the actor's right, and this is going to be the actor's left. So it's a little bit confusing, but I'm also going to include this visual aid in our Moodle site if you want to take a couple more looks at it. This is how you're going to move your character around the play. So let me stop screen sharing and bounce right on here. So those are just kind of a basic breakdown of how to actually direct your play as a playwriter. Again, you don't have as much control over the way everything is going to turn out. You're kind of giving them the skeleton of how you want it to turn out. And with plays, it's going to be dialogue that moves everything along. And I'm going to talk about that in the next Craft Talk video. So stay tuned.